It seems like the hype around the Squid Game is never ending. The South Korean drama, which is undoubtedly Netflix's biggest original series of all time with more than 142 million viewers, captured the interest of the audience across the globe. Although it's just a usual survival-themed series, which is not a new concept, people are still going gaga over this 9-episode series, and it's very unlikely that it's gonna stop anytime soon. The last time the world witnessed such hype was with Game of Thrones. Yeah, that was a few years back, right? Today we will go more in depth about the finances for producing this series, so be sure to stick with us till the end. Welcome back again to ICE, where you get to learn all about the ins and outs of investing, e-commerce, and entrepreneurship. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and turn on your notifications bell to watch more interesting videos. Squid Game, a Netflix series made in Korea, was released on 17 September and within 10 days was the platform's highest ranking show in 90 countries. It's the first time a Korean drama has ever been at the top of the US charts. The cost of Squid Game also speaks to its surprising breakout. It's a simple premise with 456 contestants who are catastrophically in debt and are competing for untold riches in a series of feats that are sometimes playful, sometimes terrifying, usually both. The contestants are pit against each other in a battle royale full of deadly iterations of classic children's games. They might have to carve around the honeycomb shape with a pin or stay absolutely still while a giant fighting robot shouts red light at them. What's more, two downsides are if you lose, you get shot in the head, and there can be only one winner. Of course, whoever survives wins a life-changing prize of cash, money that many of the contestants desperately need to make things right in their lives. It's a high-stakes drama able to leave viewers screaming at their TVs with its diverse cast of characters and the tragic deaths that await many of them. It might not be an accident that 10 years after a global financial crash, the entire globe is watching a drama whose core message is, "Can I ever pay back this debt? Would it not be easier to game to the death?" Maybe the kids aren't the problem. Maybe more adults should be watching it. Squid Game creator and director Wan Dongyuk said he intended the series to highlight the growing wealth gap in the modern world. In a past interview, Wang revealed that he wanted to write a story that was an analogy or fable about modern capitalist society, something that depicts an extreme competition, somewhat like the extreme competition of life. However, even with the premise, Netflix's co-CEO, Ted Sarandos, never anticipated this level of success. Ted had predicted the show would pass Bridgerton as the platform's biggest ever. Let's now get to the finances of this popular series. It's true that the surge in streaming platforms in recent years has caused a content arms race, inflating costs as media companies try to lure subscribers with big budget IP. But the biggest show in the world right now, Netflix's Squid Game, isn't based on any pre-existing IP, and it costs a small sum in comparison to other streaming hits. Yes, Netflix hit the jackpot with their South Korean drama smash hit Squid Game, and according to Bloomberg, the price for the series was well worth it. Despite becoming the streaming platform's biggest launch ever, Squid Game only cost Netflix a few millions, unlike what has been the case in the recent past. For comparison, Squid Game costs less for Netflix than The Closer, the controversial final 1-hour comedy special from Dave Chappelle, which the company spent $24.1 million on. Well, I know you're probably wondering how many bucks Netflix spent on a small previously unknown IP that has now taken the world by storm. Cheap hit. So Netflix reportedly paid $21.4 million for its widely successful thriller series, Squid Game. The South Korean TV show has become Netflix's biggest original series of all time, with a record-breaking debut. And it's not like this K-drama was overhyped or something. The TV show just speaks for itself. Yep, despite Netflix's minimal promotion for the show's premiere, Squid Game was able to captivate viewers and climb to the #1 spot of the streamer's top 10 in the US. Besides, it's not only significant due to the high viewership, but also because the show features almost an entirely Korean-speaking cast. While Squid Game definitely earned Netflix a pretty penny, Netflix is yet to confirm the exact figure it paid for the 9-episode show. $21.4 million comes from internal documents obtained by Bloomberg. Anyway, it's not surprising to hear that Netflix shelled out a few millions for the now insanely popular show. Netflix has written some massive checks in the past, such as $118 million for the sitcom Friends, and even for their originals, like The Crown, which reportedly had a $130 million production budget. So for a multinational streaming giant, $21 million isn't exactly an unthinkable figure. The spending for Squid Game was part of a $500 million investment in South Korean entertainment for the platform. If the wild success of the show is any indication, it was a smart investment on Netflix's end and demonstrates the widespread appeal Korean and other foreign media can have in the Western market. Besides, it may even push other platforms to invest overseas in the hopes of finding the next big foreign property, especially considering the lower cost of acquisition. Superb payback. The hyper-buzzy Korean drama that has become Netflix's biggest ever TV show is now on track to deliver an astounding payback for the streaming service, according to the company's internal estimates. Netflix projects the Korean language mega hit will create almost $900 million in value, an estimated $891 million to be precise. The streamer estimates that Squid Game will deliver more than 40 times the cost that was incurred in producing the series, citing confidential internal data provided by an anonymous source. The proprietary metric is a measure of a title's economic contribution to Netflix based on subscriber viewing. On the flip side, many people think that Wan Dongyuk is one man that's currently enjoying the limelight. In contrast, Mr. Wang has been quick to point out that he's not rich despite the program's success. He has nonetheless admitted that Netflix paid him according to the original contract, and people should not feel like the streamer is paying him a bonus. The series has yet to be renewed, and Wang has previously said that he was not too keen because the stress of producing the first season caused him to lose 6 teeth. Huh? Wang told reliable sources that he doesn't have well-developed plans for Squid Game 2. He's even confessed that it's quite tiring just thinking about it. But if he were to do it, he would certainly not do it alone. Preferably, he'd consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors. Final thoughts. While still a lot of money, Squid Game was a bargain, especially in the age of increasingly rising costs for television shows, fueled by bigger properties like Marvel and Disney seeping into the market. The high price does say a lot about the future of international productions garnering mainstream attraction in the US. For instance, the success of Squid Game opens doors for future South Korean productions, particularly a year after Bong Joon-ho's Parasite won Best Picture at the Academy Awards. So that's all for today. Have you checked out the Squid Game series yet? If yes, let us know what you think about the South Korean mega hit and how its cost of production will likely impact the filming industry in this era of increasingly high costs for televisions. Thanks for staying with us, and we hope you enjoyed watching every bit. Before you go, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications bell for more updates. Bye!